Come here, little pickles. There we go. There we go. I take these two. Whew. Good morning, Limewood. Morning, Tom and Joe and Kate. How's it going? We had to take a little moment of calm because when I went to let the bunnies out, Fifi just started humping Gerry and he couldn't get out, and then he was panicking. She was not letting up, so I've just been mediating a little bit. Little pickles. Morning Zara, morning Zarek, morning Saffron. How is everyone doing? How was everyone's weekends? I think that one's more like that. There we go. There we go. Palin, thank you very much for the 46 months. How many months? So many. These young gentlemen need a shapper bun. They do. Good morning, David. Morning, Shortix. Good morning, Laura. But yeah, little pickles. Morning, Ascenta. Morning, Lifelike and Rob and Spaceberry. So you're going to eat that for a second? What, one of the pellets? No, I was just putting two aside so that they both get one at the end and it ends on an even note. I've never tried their pellets. I'm sure they're very dry. But what do they smell of? They don't smell like they would taste particularly horrible. Maybe just a bit like, what do you call it? Like matcha. Are they compressed hay? Pretty much, yeah. I guess they'd just be very, like, grassy. Good morning, Rob. Let's go curious and try cat food spontaneously. I know a lot of people who seem to have eaten dog treats, like when they were little. People being given like a dog treat to give to a family dog and choosing to eat it themselves instead. That seems to be quite a common one. Good morning, Dave. There's going to be dog ice cream again. Yeah, well, I imagine the dog ice cream would taste nice. Just sort of fruity. Which seems lovely enough. But yeah, I find the combo of matcha with my friends very funny. When I say I love matcha and they ask what it tastes like and I respond with grass. I mean, I do like matcha. I only really got into it this year. But it is nice. Although I would probably have people who are like real matcha connoisseurs saying that I've not tried it properly. Because there are all different grades of it, aren't there? Whereas I've only ever had it in like bubble tea. Can see why you like that doggo game. It looked very fun. Ah, yeah, it was just very goofy. Good morning, Hetland. But I did enjoy it. And I did play more in the end. I played a little bit at the weekend. Oh, Fifi, are there even more back there? Morning, Carradine. I bought some Earl Grey the other day, inspired by having it for the first time at yours. Ah! Yeah, I've not had like actual English breakfast tea for a couple of months now, I think. I've only been having like Earl Grey and standard Rude Boys instead. I have a feeling there's some back here. There's one there at least. Is there another one? No. Okay, right. Fifi, this one is for you. Jerry, this one is for you. There we go. Evens. May I offer my congratulations to Chris Trott on his pumpkin carving stream announcement. I am not smart sometimes. Oh. Yeah. I'm so happy for them. So you're going to produce a tea bag from behind the rope? No. I could see a sneaky little pellet back there. There we go, bunnies. Now you've had your breakfast. Are you going to be a little bit calmer? Less humpy? Hmm? I just placed the vid and read it as Earl gravy, and now I'm wondering if that would taste good. What, like Earl Grey infused gravy? I put a little blankie back there today because Gerry got into the habit of just sitting there for ages, and I was like, well, the least you can do is not be sat on cold floor all that time. So, but it will probably get dug away and they won't actually use it. Good morning, Monday. Morning, Shadow. There's good blanket smoothing, Fifi. Well smoothed. But yeah, I am happy for them, and I'm also happy that it's now been announced, because the fear of doing a Lewis was big. So I'm glad it's all public knowledge. Where'd that Gerry going, eh? Where'd that Gerry going? It's not that far off. No, it is not. Lewis wouldn't dox the name of his... Wait, did he dox someone's name as well? I'm thinking of him announcing... Oh, wait, did he do that to Mousy or something? I think I do remember that now. I was thinking of when he announced that when, like, Ped was leaving a stream, and he was like, oh, congratulations on the baby, by the way. And then Ped just, like, pauses in the door, just like, what? Because he hadn't mentioned it on stream yet. And he's just stood there like, can you play this off at all? Nope, you just said... And Lewis does try, bless him. He's just like, makes a joke like, oh, yeah, Ped's pregnant. Yeah, he's eaten a lot this Christmas or something. And then he's just like, well, there it is. Dear, dear. Bless him. But yes. Oh, sorry, Laura. The public knowledge is that lovely Trot from Hat Films is having a baby. Due in December, which is very exciting. Duncan just laughed the whole time. I mean, at that point, what can you do? You just gotta laugh at, I guess. But yeah, they said about announcing it, and I was just like, yes. There's a reason he's a good fit for Simon. Lewis likes digging holes he can't get out of. I saw a game the other day that was called, like, Dwarves Dig the Best Holes or something, and it was just another digging game, and I was like, I swear there's been so many hole digging games recently. You know the way you tend to get these, like, games that come in little waves? It seems to be all about digging holes at the moment. Do you see what I mean, though, about Gerry? He just likes to stay behind there. Imagine finding out your parent was a famous musician, but it was for pleasure elf. Aww. I'm very excited, though. Tea! It's been, yeah, very happy times. Tee-hee-hee. Oh, she long? You a long lady? You're in a funny mood today. Can I give you cuddles? I'll take that as a yes. I'll take that as a yes. Cuddles will be accepted upon this day. There we go. Meanwhile, Gerry's just licking the wall over there. He's making his own fun. Tea. Like it when Gerry goes in and Fifi comes out like magic, yeah. I just watched that Lewis Ipsy and Duncan saying we can cut that part. Yeah. Which is quite funny because nowadays it's normally Lewis who he's so used to saying in recordings like, cut that. I hear him say it on stream all the time and it's like, we cannot cut that. It's out there now. Dear, oh dear. It's nice you settled down from your humping. I'm very excited for your collabs. Ah, yeah. People seem to be really hyped for it. Which is nice, as I know that they have worked very hard. Do any of those get cut, though? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Things do get cut. But I think it is down to editor discretion. Sometimes it's funnier to leave things in. But we all have had times where like what do you call it? We've messaged an editor after a recording and been like, can you take this out, please? This joke didn't quite land, or this comment came out weird, or something like that, or I said this. Could you please take it out? But yeah. Is contract feel finished? I think I was a bit confused as to why there wasn't one yesterday, but I can only assume that I think some things are being held back to clear the way for your collabs. I'm not sure if that's the case with this one, but so that's why we won't be streaming on YouTube with Kirbycraft anymore. Just to like clear up notifications and stuff so that people don't miss it. But there's there should be one more, I think. We've definitely recorded one, and I've seen that there is a thumbnail that has been made for it. So and we recorded like one session, and I'm assuming it'll only be one session altogether, judging by the thumbnail. So so yeah, I think at least one more. Tea. Also, I was so confused when I found out Jaffa Factory 2 first episode has been a year ago now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, time do be strange. Do love when a joke pre-recording makes it into a TTT episode. Oh, I see what you mean, like before we've officially started. Yeah. Do you know what? Some of the funniest stuff happens before we're actually doing things. Dave, thank you very much for the bits. It's not me you have to bribe to continue Contractville. It's Lewis. I was very happy to. I would have carried that on for years. Till we'd built every house in that gosh darn neighborhood. But I think he did say that he would happily come back to one of the DLCs that is happening, maybe in a bit. But I can understand, like, Sim Sundays is meant to be, you know, Lewis and Boba mixing it up, doing different things every week. So I don't think it was ever meant to be a series thing. He's still just licking the wall, by the way. I don't know why he do that. I don't know why he be do. Boop. Thank you for the kisses, Fifi. Thank you. But yeah, Contractville is like my favourite thing to... Contractville and GeoGuessr are my favourite things to record at the moment. I would happily just keep on doing those. But honestly, that Tower Unite video that we did recently, the first one, where it started with us just trying on... Ooh, Fifi, you made me jump. Rob, thank you very much for the £10. Wait a minute, it's still October. Oh yeah, that's the point. Everyone, the fundraiser is lagging behind a little bit for our £100 a day goal. I will be doing, so on Wednesday I'm going to do a special stream for it, but from next week I'm going to try and do something special every day apart from Tuesday, because that'll be Planet Crafter, and Friday because that'll be Kirby Craft. But other than that, I'm going to be doing special things, so I shall be pushing for it a bit more. But yes, the bunnies don't have any sort of salt lick. No, they don't really need it. It's not really necessary for our bunnies. So Kirby Craft will still be going out, but it will be going out onto Yogs Live instead of the main Yogs channel. So the VODs will still be saved, because we sort of fought for it a bit, because they messaged being like, "Can you wrap up Kirby Craft? Stop doing it." And we were like, we bargained. I was like, what if we don't do it on YouTube anymore, but we still do it on Twitch and save the VODs to Yogs Live? And they were like, a compromise, we shall take it. So yeah, we shall still be going. But yeah, with the tower game, we honestly, so basically what happened was the typical thing of a lot of people turning up to recordings on time and then naming no names. Some people turning up 20 minutes late and having not installed the 26 gig game that we were going to be playing, which meant that some of us had a lot of time to have a lot of giggles trying on a lot of outfits for that game. And it got to the point where Lewis separated Kirsty and I because we were having too much fun, and he was like, you need to save some of this for the recording. He was like, go in separate rooms, stop looking at costumes. And we were like, okay. Because we were just having such a good time. He was like, you need some of it left in the tank. But yeah, the stuff before we had, I wish it was recorded. We hadn't even started recording at that point. That was just us being silly goofy. So yeah. Good morning, exec, by the way. Why do they hate Kirby Craft? They do. So that's it. Wrap up Kirby Craft and good luck. I don't recall saying good luck. But it's all fine. We're carrying on. Well, we're carrying on until Jingle Jam at least. So all is well. Tacky, thank you very much for the 20 months. GWR have cancelled my train again. So bunny time. Yay! Oh. Hello, Gerry. Are you having fun back there? I don't know what he's up to, but he just loves being behind there at the moment. Had you two been classmates, you would have always been in trouble, probably. Probably. Oh, hello. What are you thinking, Gerry boy? Do you like your new cave? I put the blankets down so you could go behind the sofa as well. Are you just happy to be there? I think it's a good thing Kirsty and Friday met when they were grown-ups, partly because that bath together would have been awkward. Also mostly because the trouble they'd get into. True. I mean, if we had have met in school, we probably wouldn't have been friends because we would have been in such different years. I think it would have been awkward to have been friends at school. So that's also a good reason that we didn't. But yes. Hello. Do you want me to smooth the blankie out so it goes further back? Or do you just want to be in your other secret tunnel? Secret tunnel. Behind the ottoman. I've been enjoying recently putting a little sustenance. Oh, it's just a little bit of hay I found on the floor, Fifi. It's nothing exciting. You came out with such gusto. I'm sorry. You can have this. Wait, what was I saying? Smoothing blankie. I can't remember. Maybe you were friends at school and you've just forgotten each other like a certain sub. Well, we went to school in very different places. Although I did used to go to Kirsty's school occasionally for extracurricular activities, but it was when the school was closed, so she wouldn't have been there. Also, wasn't there a time when she locked herself into her old school or something? She went in through the kitchen window and couldn't get out again or something like that. So maybe she was there that time. Maybe. But yeah, we went to school in very different places. I haven't heard the story, but I'm prepared to believe it regardless. I swear there was a time. Good morning, owls. I swear there was a time when Kirsty and I did two truths and a lie. Oh no, she's scrumpled his blankie. And one of her truths was that she broke into her school and got stuck in there. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to ask for the story again. There's something like that. I always avoided after school stuff because that involves staying with school people. Well, this was it wasn't like connected to the school. It was just that. Gerry, you're not even sitting on the blankie now. Hang on. Maxo, thank you very much for the 34 months. Thank you. Now he's just grooming the floor. There's a lot of things to give kisses to today, eh, Gerry? Well done. Hang on, I'm going to smooth your blankie out. Whoop. There we go. There you go, baby boy. He wasn't trapped. He's okay with going on slippy floor if it's between things sometimes. So as long as he does his like slow little waddle walk. But yeah, it wasn't connected to my school or anything. It wasn't an actual school thing. It was just I used to do country dancing. And it just happens that it was at Kirsty's school because it was run by a friend of the family who used to be a teacher at that school. So it wasn't like a school club or anything. It was just country dancing for the hell of it, for the fun. he appeared at the side and then he left. Now he's here. Hello. Good morning, cow. I did do swimming outside of school, but then I got too self-conscious. Yeah. I used to go to swimming after school sometimes because my sister's friends were the lifeguards there because they were that bit older. So I always felt taken care of, but in hindsight, they were teenagers and it probably wasn't that safe at all. But they seemed so grown up at the time because they were older than me. It's always funny thinking back to like people who were older than you when you were little, but then thinking about their age now. But they always seemed like so, hello. It's like I remember a time when I must have been like 6 or 7 thinking about it. And I got to go on to a school trip with the year 6s. So I guess they were like 10, 11. And in my head, all of them were like fully grown, sophisticated adults. Like proper grown-ups. So I'm looking back and I'm like, they were 10. They didn't know anything. But I guess just to me, being that bit younger, I was like, oh, they're all so grown up. It's especially wild when you start to realise how your parents are once. Yeah, when I think about like how at my age my parents had like 3 children, I'm like, huh? How? I don't understand. Whereas I've only got 2 babies, well technically 2 foster babies as well, so you remember what you were thinking when you were 6? I have really clear memories of that particular school trip because it was the first time I ever knew anyone who stood on a bee. For some reason, that was a very formative memory for me. One of the girls I was staying in the room with stood on a bee. And I remember it being like a big, massive drama. I remember not even realizing that a bee could sting you in death. And yeah, it was very shocking to behold. Never stepped on a bee before, and I've never known anyone who stepped on a bee since. So that stuck with me. And I remember, have you seen Greg Davis talking about taking kids on trips as a young teacher? The adults are no more responsible. Yeah, to be fair, that's the other thing, is I remember I did this TV show where I worked in a school for a bit. And, like, 'cause we were filming in the school. And seeing the teachers like walking around, and I was like, why are all the teachers so young here? And then I realized that it was just because when I was at school I was younger and they seemed older, but they're not. I was like, they're all just babies. What the heck? It's like the first time you go to see a doctor who's younger than you and you're like, oh my goodness. You can't treat me. You're a child. But yeah. Hello. Boop. But I've been like a mentor on school trips for my dad's school. So I've been in charge of groups of children getting around a city that I didn't know. I was very responsible, would you believe? But yeah. You just reminded me of a time when our family was searching the house for a beer we could hear but not see. Wait, a beer? A beer you could hear? You could hear it everywhere but not find it. Anyway, we located it when it had enough of being in my dad's shoe and... Oh, a bee! A bee! I was like, how can you hear a bear? I was like, do you mean a bear? Because that dramatically changes this story. But no, a bee. A bee, that makes more sense. Oh my gosh, what are the typos I could have made? Oh. I honestly feel more comfortable with health workers who are closer to my age. Yeah, I mean, not to judge all doctors by the same yardstick, but I have found, because I had a doctor who was like very much one of the old man doctors, and he was one of the loveliest doctors I ever knew. But I also have had a lot of times when you see older doctors and they're the bit more like just pull yourself together style doctors, and you're just like, oh, okay, thank you. When one of the loveliest doctors that I've ever had was one of the ones who I think was about my age or younger, and he was very kind and caring and empathetic. Hello. Which was nice. Back in my day, people didn't break their legs, they just walked it off. None of this modern cast nonsense. Yeah. Although I did have a doctor the other day who was a dog, would you believe? I did have a doctor the other day who he was like, oh, this isn't something I would worry about in someone as young as yourself. And I was just like, oh, he thinks I'm young. Oh, thank you. I'm a leader for a girl guiding group. My group are 4 to 7-year-olds. I remember taking them to an aquarium, and every time we stopped, I see the girls forgot their water bottles. I had a child in one of our groups that we went, because we used to go mountain climbing with these groups of young children, and there was a boy who got to the top of the hill, or got to the top of the, oh no, we were about halfway up this mountain, and he was like, oh, my feet hurt, and I was like, oh, let me take a look at your shoes, and he had put his shoes on the wrong feet and walked half a mountain. And I was like, no wonder your feet hurt. I was like, how have you done this? And how have you not noticed this entire time? Dear, oh dear. Captain Ben, thank you very much for the 20 months. Had a child is what I had now? No, this was just a child under my supervision. But not when they put their shoes on. They were meant to know that. I played the dog power demo yesterday after watching your video. Very fun. Ah, nice. Nice. My older brother be doing stuff like that. It's but we used to have like before the trip, we would do the shoe fittings. We would show them how to put their shoes on. We would make sure everything, part of it was finding boots that fit, if the boot fits. And, so you'd go through all of that with them. And, packing bags, making sure your waterproofs are in the most accessible place, because rain comes quick on the mountains. All of that malarkey. But yes. Look at you. Doctors, nurses in their mid to late 20s who are still fresh in the industry are the best. Ah, it's difficult not to be a bit jaded by a lot of doctors when this isn't to belittle other problems, because I know a lot of problems have their battles with getting medical attention. But I think generally anything to do with la vagine and the accompanying accoutrement is so, you go in, you can literally go in and be like, I'm in a lot of pain and this is happening. And they're just like, huh, yeah, that's weird. Anyway, tell us if it's still going on in like 2 to 3 years. We're like, oh, okay, thank you. Like trying to get any sort of attention. That's crazy, bro. Wow. But yeah, it's I know a lot of only the men doctors though. No. I've literally had times, although maybe this is TMI, but I had a time a while ago where I stood up. I'd been watching a film. I stood up and suddenly I was in the worst pain I had ever been in, and I just collapsed and almost fainted. And I went into like an out of hours clinic. My guess is that it was like an ovarian cyst bursting. That is what I assume it was. And went and like called 111. They said, do you want us to send an ambulance? But it will be like, we don't know when it will be. Then I said, no, it's okay. I'll just go to sleep. Bye-bye. But I booked in for a clinic in the morning. And they were just sort of like, yeah, that is weird. And then I had like several appointments after where they would do a urine test and then they'd be like, that's weird. There's still blood in there. Huh. Anyway, I was just like, okay, you're very chill about all this. Should I be chill about this? And they just sort of be like, oh, well, what do you know? And that's just the experience of having a hoo-hoo, is that usually they're just like, well, okay. But it's like, I think it's just because the study of quote unquote female bodies is lacking. It's something like shocking. I can't remember the actual thing. I can't remember the actual fact, so I'm just gonna spread lies and misinformation. But you'll have to look it up. But for years and years and years, they basically were just like, oh, we need all of our, what's it called, like control group for medical testing to be the same. So let's just have men. And they didn't actually test any medicines or anything on women at all. So a lot of drugs just like on, and the date in which that stopped being a thing is, I want to say it begins with a 2. Like, I think it's shockingly recent, but I don't want to spread misinformation. So I shall not put a date to it, but it is one of those like surprisingly, my favorite diagnosis once was it's probably just anxiety. Yes. I mean, my friend got sent home from the doctors when she had appendicitis, like her appendix was about to explode. And they were just like, it's probably just period cramps, isn't it? Just go home. And then the next day, she went back like 3 days in a row. And on the third day, they were like, fine, we'll do a test. And then she got a phone call being like, you need to go to A&E now. You're about to blow up. And she was just like, okay, thank you. But it's just, yeah, just being told like any sort of pain is like, it's probably just the time of the month, isn't it? It's like, no, I don't think it is. Dear, oh dear. It is shocking. And that's not even getting into all the bile I could spew about the bloody coil and all the things that surround that. It's making me glad I've always had good doctors. There are good doctors out there. And I think it's just a case of like finding the good ones and sticking with them when you find them. But yeah, In the theme of TMI, I had a very mild situation of assisting the danglers. The doctors were like, oh, poor baby, poor child, we must do everything to protect you. I've literally had seen articles that have been like, they've put studies into the effect of male partners of women who have endo. And I'm just like, I respectfully don't care. Until you've sorted out all the other problems, I don't really care for now. No offense. I'm sure it's very difficult, but I think that's treating the symptoms, not the cause. I think you need to actually, like, obviously it is very important for those of people who are carers and all of that stuff, but I don't think that's the way to handle it. I think there needs to be more money put into the study of the problem and, yeah, just the female body in general, and why we shouldn't just have random horrendous pains and be told that it's normal. Yeah, it is very frustrating. But yes, won't someone think of the man? Oh dear. My stepsister had quite bad endo, and the doctors wouldn't help until basically her partner said it was affecting their sex life. Yeah, precisely. It's the solution is, yeah, just have a baby. That'll sort everything out. It's just, dear oh dear. It's but it is one of those things that I can also appreciate, that everyone has their problems and their struggles. But it is one of those quite systemic sexism problems within medical care that would be nice to be addressed and changed. Boo, boo, boo. Lay, thank you very much for the 66 months. Happy birthday. Wait, to me? Happy birth sub. I am systemic, yes. Oh. But anyway, that was my rant about the medical problems we have. I mean, I could rant for a long time, hiccups, about the problems with the NHS, bless it. It is like a genuine concern about, like, what if the NHS just doesn't exist in 10 years? Because for all my complaining about it, my complaints are always with the handicaps that have been placed on it, never with the NHS itself, because that is a fine, wonderful thing, and I wish it was back to how it was. It's the main thing. Good morning, Motara. It's the main thing that is my proper, like, back in my day. Because I remember back in my day, you could get a doctor's appointment on the day. You could literally just rock up. You could call up in the morning for cancellations, and then you could just turn up at the doctor and be seen. Not like how it is these days, where it's been, stripped back so much and not being allowed to do what it meant to do. Good morning, Ffion. Like it used to. Where Fifi go? My country's kind of the same. It's not as bad that I'm worried about public health disappearing, but the system is pretty overwhelmed. Yeah. Jenny was better back in the days. It was. Could call up any time for an appointment. It's, it is frustrating. And that's why I'm very much like, when people say that they don't want to bother them, I'm just like, no, use it whilst you can. I know it's tough thinking like, oh, other people have bigger problems than me and all of this stuff, but it's I got into an appointment on my birthday. Oh, that's very lovely. What a fine way to spend it. A lovely gift. Good morning, Revan. How much of my hair I'm cutting off is down to how much money you lovely lot raise. Because it's 1 centimetre for every £100. So at the moment, I think it's 10 centimetres. But it's it depends how much you get to. I remember doctors doing home visits when I was a child. I remember having the doctor round to the house. Fifi, what the what's going on with this little fuzzy woman? What's going on? What's happening? What need is there for such thumps? Oh, what is it? You're in a funny mood today, aren't you? You in a funny mood. I find it's easier to get a doctor's appointment where I live now, which is less populated. I remember a bad one for tonsillitis as a kid. I remember back in my day, whenever anyone got tonsillitis, they were just whipping those bad boys out left, right, and centre. Whereas nowadays, I think you have to have had tonsillitis like 3 times in the space of a year before they take them out. Whereas I swear everyone in my primary school, as soon as they got the slightest hint of it, they were like, get them out. But yeah, dear oh dear. What is it, Fifi? It's like 9 times in a year. Yeah. Well, it's like with my wisdom teeth. When I was with an NHS dentist, they were causing me problems, and they were like, can't get them out unless you've had 3 infections in your wisdom teeth. And I was like, can I not go through having 3 infections? And I ended up being kicked out of that dentist. I didn't kick off or anything, I mean years later. And just paying for it through a private one, which obviously isn't ideal because dentistry is horrendous. And it's not like in the French Revolution peasant days where you could sell your teeth for a pretty penny either. You can't go into the dentist Les Miserables style being like, would you like to buy my teeth? How many centines for these dents? Oh. But yeah. What's going on with you both? Right, I need to go and prepare your little snacky. So, Gerry, are you comfortable? I just realised your face is resting up against the chair there. Where can I leave the phone that it won't get knocked over? That is the question. Fifi looks so content. It's impressed how unfazed Gerry is by all the thumping. Yeah. He doesn't particularly take it as a warning, I don't think. I think he just waits until he knows that something's wrong and then he panics. But the things that he knows are wrong are very different. Fifi was going very angry at me yesterday because she hates the sound of keys. And I was doing the bunny's litter tray, and afterwards I always wipe everything down with like wet wipes because of like disinfectant ones because of the parasite that the bunnies have. And I was wiping it down, and I was wiping the keys down because I'd taken the bin bag out, and I was just jangling them round whilst I was doing it. And she hates keys so much that she was just kicking off at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, Fifi, I've got to clean them. But she was very unimpressed, weren't you? Bless her. Katie was saying on High Rollers yesterday that she'd had her wisdom teeth out. Mark wanted to make them into a dice or a necklace. When I had mine out, I had two friends fighting over who would get them. And I was like, they're my teeth. I'm going to keep them. And then the dentist was really shocked that I wanted to keep them. And I was like, do adults not normally keep their teeth? And they had to give me this tiny little pouch that had the tooth fairy on it. And I was like, thank you. Of course I'm going to keep my teeth. But then, I, being so neurospicy, put the bag down somewhere and I lost them and they escaped. And then one day I was clearing up my my room and I just found teeth. I was like, oh, oops. Probably should have taken better care of these. I never got to keep mine, but I was in there for 6 hours, so I'd had enough of them by that point. Oh. Precisely, Rob. I don't want anyone to be able to do, like, dark rituals because they've kept my teeth. But then again, I don't really, like, keep my hair when I go to the hairdressers. I was thinking this with donating my hair to the Little Princess Trust. I was like, what if one of the children that gets a wig from it is a sorcerer more powerful than the world has ever seen? Donating it to a coven by mistake. Oh no. Right. I will go and get the bunny's munches. Oh. That little head movement tells me that as soon as I put the phone down, you are gonna get up. If I put it down here, will you be less excited? Right there, Gerry. I know, big sniffer. You got such a whistly sniffer today. Oh. Let's do some calming smooths. Lovely calming smooths. Lovely calm times. Okay. You can sort of see Gerry. Be happy. Hello, Menace. What's happening? Gerry! Hang on, let me grab the phone. Oh, hello, baby boy. There we go. It's a bit wet, sorry, Phoebe. He can't decide. You just want more pepper, don't you? Oh no, he'll accept the mint. You don't have to have it, that's okay. I made pumpkin pasta yesterday as an experiment, but Sally didn't enjoy it. Oh no! I guess it's good to experiment though. You tried a new thing and that's nice. Don't eat this. Don't eat it, baby boy. No. There we go. Oh, Fifi, your eye. Let me give you... I'll get a proper thing to wipe you with in a bit, rather than just thumbing your eye. Poor little Fifi. With her weepy peeper. Okay. Right. I was to try roasting the seeds, but burn it instead. Oh no. Sounds like it didn't pass the test. Oh my gosh. That reminds me that last night, Tom Hazel and I were playing versus, like, dual GeoGuessr. So it was us two versus two random people in the world. And we were getting so into it, like so hyped about it. Because we were up against, like, the way it works is you go against two people and the timer doesn't start until someone has locked in an answer. So you'll think, okay, I've got ages, and then all of a sudden you'll be like panicking. And we got beaten like 4 times in a row or maybe 5 times in a row by other teams. So we were just like, okay, new plan. We get a vague vibe from the place that we think it is, and then we just lock it in immediately and make them panic and have to choose somewhere in the panic mode. So as soon as we got somewhere, we would just be like, it's giving Dusseldorf, and we just lock it in. Or it's giving South Africa. We just lock it in randomly. And so we lost again. But then on the next time, we were getting, I think you start with 6,000 points, and we got down to, we only had like a couple hundred left, and the other team was pretty much, they were at like 5,900 or something. And I think you get multipliers the more the time goes on. So it was like a late stage. And I think we were like round 8 or something, I can't remember. But we got to this one, and I didn't move at all. I just turned around, I saw this tiny little poster on the wall, and I was like, it says Jakarta. And then we were like, right, that's it, Jakarta. We just zoomed in, put it down, sent it off immediately. And then they panicked and they put it like somewhere in like South America, I think. And we got 12,000 points and just one-shot them. And we were both like, this feels so good. This is like the best high we've ever had. Oh, it was such a good time. But it just reminded me of the pasta pun, because there was when we were in like panic mode trying to find Jakarta, Tom just goes, "Where's Jakarta?" And I just replied, "It's with your horse." And then the people who were listening in on the Discord were just like, "What do you on about?" I was like, "I'm not listening to what I'm saying." Oh, it was so good. So good. Good times. Anyway, I need to run away. I gotta go record my next game for my Sunday videos. Oh. So yeah, I need to go decide what I'm gonna be doing. Do I have any mods about today? Is Rob around? I know Han's busy this week. I don't think I saw it on Hole. I think it'll be... Hello! There he is. I don't know why I spoke to you like that. You've got to be very soft parenting with the mods, otherwise you might scare them off. Yeah, so Hannah's a good shout. Let's go. Sounds good. Is our mod a bunny? Yes. You dear. Well, everyone, I hope you all have very lovely days. I will be... Did you talk to me like Gerry? No. No, Rob, I will never talk to you like Gerry. Who's a good little mod? Well, I shall speak to you later. I will see some of you later for Hades 2. But the rest of you, I hope you have a fabulous day, whatever you get up to. But yes, look after yourselves. Be good. I'm going to do a little social post about the hair fundraiser. So if anyone could share that or like it or anything, that would be very kind. That would do me a kindness. But yeah, look after yourselves, and I shall speak to you all soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Boop.